This video is being recorded at 10 p.m. Pacific time on Friday, August 19th. So the FX markets are closed now for the weekend, but I'll just make a quick update for the last trade that I took. This was a second attempt to buy a breakout on USDJPY. I took this trade last night at 11:53 p.m. Pacific time, so just before the London Open. I was seeing it break out following the 4-hour and 1-hour charts, so I decided to take a second attempt on this one. The result was a break-even trade. I set the stop loss just above break-even before I went to bed, and I woke up next morning to see that it retraced at some point in the night. And yeah, this was a break-even trade. So let me show you how this trade was executed on the charts here. So this is the 4-hour chart of USDJPY. Let me hide all the lines, but you can see this was a trend after the breakout of the previous highs on August 18th. So I was just trying to follow this trend, maybe up to the next high resistance point, or even over here. So this is what it looks like on the 1-hour chart. So the most recent trade was the second attempt here at the London session open. You can also see my previous attempt during the Tokyo session, which I talked about in the last trade video. But yeah, I was anticipating another breakout in the London session, which did happen, and I tried to capture it. So exactly how it happened on the 5-minute chart is shown here. So yeah, at just about 5 minutes, 10 minutes before the London session started, there was this next breakout of the previous high. So I entered, actually while this candle was forming, I already saw this candle pass the previous highs and stay there for a good part of this 5-minute candle. So my precise entry was here at 136.435. So I went up, and then I saw it continue to go up, retraced, and then broke out again. So yeah, around 1 a.m. was when I stopped watching the charts. So I just moved my previous break even, which was 39 pips away down here. I moved it past my entry point, but just below the low over here. So it was just a 1 pip difference. It's basically the same price level. And then as you can see here, within the next hour or so, it retraced, and I got exited at 150, the 150 a.m. candle. But this actually happened to be the low. It got resisted at the previous high levels, and then the 5-minute chart kept going up. And then throughout the New York session, it has been settling around the 136.9 level. So yeah, this is a continuous breakout on the time frames that I am following. It's just this type of stair-stepping market is not so good for my strategy. It's quite hard to capture these kinds of markets for me. And if you see here on the 1-hour chart, all of these breakthroughs are kind of shallow breakthroughs, and then the market ends up retracing a bit, and then it breaks out at the next high volume opportunity, and then repeats the same action. It's not really like the previous breakouts on USDJPY or breakdowns where it just moves 50 or 100 pips at a time, as you can see here. So yeah, this is a bit challenging for me to trade. I'm not keeping these pips because I either have to set the stop loss around my own work schedule, And then even though I capture the breakouts very precisely, yeah, see, even if I capture the breakout at, let's say, the same high level, there's a good chance each retracement is going to take me out, either due to the spread or just because it goes through my price point. Yeah, I sometimes call these like 100% retracements, where it makes a move and then comes back 100% of the way before going up again. Yeah, but that's okay. I'm not too worried about missing these types of moves. I don't. The way I think of it was they were never mine to be had anyway, because my strategy does not really look to capitalize on these. I could make a small number of pips, like in the past one, like 5 pips, 1 pip, single-digit pips on these trades, and yeah, that's just the nature of it. So yeah, there's still a good chance of USDJPY continuing this move to break out on the 1-hour chart. And if that happens, that'll probably be a very substantial move, like maybe over 100 pips. So I'll keep watching to try and capitalize on that one. Just from looking at the price action, you see that there's been a double bottom made right here on the Friday candle close. Thursday looked like it happened already, but Friday is just decisively more so. So yeah, not only was this a double bottom, it was a double bottom with a higher low in the recent retracement. So this is even more convincing that the market is going up in the medium term. But yeah, the next question is going to be if the market gets resisted at the previous high. Usually there's almost some kind of interaction with that price level. It may retrace down to these previous highs around the current price points. Could also retrace right on Monday open and come back to this doji high made on August 8th and then go up to break out. But yeah, it looks like the dollar strength has resumed the trend on the USDJPY chart. On the weekly chart, we are able to stay above the Tenkan Sen. There was a little bit of a fight here, but the bulls could not force the price to go lower. So the trend has remained that this market is staying above the Tenkan Sen. So yeah, if you're trading on the daily level, right now might be a very good risk to reward buy, because as you can see, every time it retraces, the best part to buy is as soon as you confirm the bounce. On the weekly time frame, it'll be one full candle, but if it closes above, there could